Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing on this fine day? Well, my friends, I did it again. I changed, I changed stuff around in my tank again, and I had to take out. Remember, I was talking about that centerpiece. I loved it. I wish I had a bigger tank, but I had to take it out because of the amount of fish I have and the volume it took up. It just wasn't right. If I had less fish, I would have kept it in there, but I'm better off with this. I went back to the original, which I have some comments from you guys that you all liked, and I'm going back to that for a while. We're going to see what happens, but there we go. There's my centerpiece, is that Buddhist temple that's in the middle that sank untold thousands of years ago. That's what I'm thinking. That's from my imagination. I'm bringing up this. What I'm trying to create, a sunken city, all these things I love. I love all the ancient cities that from the past and everything. It's truly amazing. I love all that stuff. Anyways, that's what I went back to, reverted to that. So that is giving a lot more room inside the tank, as you can see. And as you can see, my fish swimming around. They're all having a good time, except for this guy. I don't know. There's that guy right there, my catfish, whatever, and he constantly swimming around like that. I guess he's happy. I'm hoping so. I got to learn more about him, but he's thriving. He seems like he's thriving. Seems like he's doing well. The glowfish population has diminished a little bit because some were killed. I don't know. I'm not sure how. Or maybe it was a chemical reaction that, I put water in the tank when I did some water changes and stuff, and I didn't let the water sit with the chemicals in it for too long of a time. In the beginning, I completely forgot about that. And what happens is, if you do that, the chemicals that you put in the water before you pour it into the tank, they're not completely neutralizing the problems, the pH and all that stuff. So now I learned, I let it sit. I have stuff that works very quickly, and I at least wait at least a half hour. And now I'm waiting about 45 minutes, but I let the bucket of water sit there before I pour it in, and I haven't had a problem since. So I think that could have been on my part, but although when fish die, even if they die from that, if you think they were attacked, they get eaten as they're floating around on top. That's what the other fish do. That's just nature. That's what they do. So I had to learn the hard way. Things I've done in the past that I had problems remembering is now coming up to light. So I'm starting to remember all these things of what I used to do and how I used to take care of my fish tanks and stuff back in the 70s. And I had some beautiful tanks back in the 70s. I had an Octagon tank, which was about 65 gallons. That was absolutely incredible. I loved it. And I had to put it in storage and with a friend, and I guess he didn't pay his bill, which I didn't find out till later, and it was auctioned off. Oh, well, what do you do? That was a long, long time ago. And I also had like a 100, I think it was 100 gallon, 150 gallon maybe. I loved that tank. That's where I had my little Oscar, which was like this big, a little baby, and he grew humongous, like the size bigger than my hand, and you could feed him the pellets right out of my hand. It was like having a pet, a pet with intelligence. He was great. But these fish are all right, and if you see those two orange guys right there, those are goldfish. Those are the first fish I put in this tank to test it out when I first started getting it together. They survived everything, and they were supposed to be feeders. I think it was PetSmart. I went there one evening because I wanted to get some fish in my tank and just kind of test it out and see what happens. And they were in the feeder tank. They were going to be fed to some other fish, and I saved them. And they were very tiny, and they grew big. I mean, they're growing not big, but they're getting there. And when I stick my hand in the tank, they kind of come up to me and stuff. It's kind of cool. I shy away from the feeders now. I don't like to do that, and I wouldn't feed these fish feeders anyway. These fish don't eat that kind of things, and there's all kinds of other foods you can feed them that are better for them. By the way, feeders, if you do that, if there's any of them are sick, it will affect the fish in the tank. You can get hole in the head disease, which I found out a long time ago from that Oscar I had, and he was very hard to treat, but I got it treated, and he survived. And so I won't do that again. But what do you guys think? Do you like this? I got the other temple right there. I was thinking about switching that and putting that in the middle, but we'll see. We'll see. Like, that one has a nice cavern inside there, which is better in a corner for fish to hide. They like that. So I kind of got a better let that stay there now that I come to think of it. This one here does not a really good hiding place unless it's a very small fish. But they go behind there, and they go behind that other face right there. There's areas to go behind there in the little plants and things I have there, so they like that, as well as right here. I kind of moved that over, gave them a little space to hide in. There's my diver. And you can see I got my plane there still, which got a lot of compliments on, and I just love that thing. And there's the face, and like I said before, that is a great piece because it has actual entrances all through the back of it. One day when I take it out, I'll show you that when I clean it or something, and you guys can see all the places they have to go inside there, it was just phenomenal. I don't know how they did it, but it's just awesome. I love that piece, and I cannot find it again. It's very hard to find. These Roman pillar I added in there. I had some other pillars too, but they were like from different times of history. Like one was from Babylonian times, one was from Egyptian times, and you kind of tell the difference. So I wanted to stick with that, which could be Grecian, could be Roman, it could be all kinds of things. It's kind of more universal than the other ones were. So I like that. Just like these. I love these. That's just really, it looks really cool. And I kind of have more in the back. I probably should bring them forth, but I think I'll leave them there for the depth, but I probably should put them in front of that hose there. Maybe I should put a plant right there to hide that hose a little bit. I'm probably going to do that. I have all kinds. Here's my other Plecostomus. Pleco. Right there, the spotted one. He's really cool. And that is the latest of what I've done so far, guys. You know me. I like to change things around. I hate monotony. I hate keeping things exactly the same. But I change things a little bit too often here. So I'm going to kind of let this sit for a while. Hopefully, unless I get bothered by it or something. But I like it. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys give me a thumbs up, and I hope you guys have a great day. Anyways, thank you again for watching my video, and stay tuned for more. We'll have other ones with other descriptions and things, and maybe I'll show you what I plan on doing in my design in my backyard with a TV out there by the pool and my speaker system. I'm going to have lots of Dodger parties out there. Go Dodgers, by the way, for all you Dodger fans and myself, and we're looking forward to that. Anyways, guys, have a great day. Bye-bye.